Then the development of the 4 skills that you have to have: balance and quickness, creative imagination, and empathy. And so when I look around and I talk about Build Point and I see what you guys are doing here, the balance, to be able to get to what's next, because this industry is changing. I was staggered to find out that 90% of retail is still done at brick and mortar. I was staggered to find out all the different statistics and all the things that are going on, because all we read are the changing demographics, the changing patterns of the consumer, and how they're going to buy and how they're going to get the stuff that they need, that we need, and that, because if we can't sell the stuff, it's not going to work. And so as you guys learn from Lori's list of how to build these malls and how to create them and keep going, think of what John Wooden would always tell us about balance and quickness, the ability to get to what's next first. Balance in sports is defined as keeping the head directly over the midpoint between the 2 feet. So when that obstacle pops up in front of you, whatever it is, you can go around it quickly. Quickness is not a physical skill. Quickness is mental. Quickness is anticipation. That's why Larry Bird, who did not play today, but he was there in the garden, Larry Bird, who couldn't jump this high, Larry Bird, who couldn't run at his peak faster than I can walk today, but Larry Bird was the quickest guy I ever saw because of his brain, because of his thought processes. And so when you think of balance, it's not just physical, it's emotional, psychological, spiritual, mental, every aspect. That's where everything comes in, because if you're just a big, strong guy, what are you going to do when Kareem shows up? What are you going to do when Shaq shows up? What are you going to do when Yao Ming shows up? That's when you got to have the creative imagination in conjunction with the balance and the quickness, because that creative imagination is going to give you the intellect and the capacity to figure out something new that is going to work. And you keep going until you do find that thing, and then ultimately you have to have the empathy to understand that not everybody's going to get it, but that's what a team is all about. And there's nothing like being part of a team.